everybody, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I'm going to be doing a colouring chat today in Romantic Country 2 by Eri. I'm doing a buddy colour with Lisa at the moment, who is the Fabulous Idiot on YouTube. But there's something that I want to talk to you about first, which I think is really beneficial for people, and I think it could benefit anyone even if they're not in the UK. So, obviously, if you're lucky and you have an art shop near you, you can get open stock pencils of refills like the Faber-Castell, Derwent and things like that, and the Caran d'Ache. But nowhere in the UK, as far as I know, sells Prismacolors open stock. And that's a big worry for us here. Because, you know, if you want to get a refill of a pencil, you might have to pay quite a lot on Amazon just to get one. I think they're probably about £3 or something like that, or you have to get another set. But this shop, the Colour Pencil Shop, you can get Prismacolor pencils. The lovely lady that does it, she's based in the UK, and you can see here, these are some pencils that I bought the other day, and you can see that I've got 3 Prismacolors here and 4 Polychromos. So her store is amazing. She has loads of different pencils, if you didn't know about it already. If you want to go and find it, you just type in to the search engine on Google, the Colour Pencil Shop, and it should come up. So I'm just going to show you how it comes packaged, and I'm really impressed with the service, and I've been supporting her for quite a while, and I do get quite a lot of pencils from her. So her name is Emma, and she, as I said, her stock is amazing. And what happens is when you get it, she has it all wrapped up in a bag, and then all of your pencils are on this cardboard, and then she wraps it up really tightly like this. So all your pencils are secure, and it's a really, really great thing because we can get Prismacolors. And this is a note she did for me. If you want her details here, she is Elkie Wild Art on Instagram. I'm not sure if you can see that, but please go and support her. If you haven't bought things from her before and you can't get Prismacolors or whatever, if you just want pencil refills, it's great. The prices are actually really cheap as well. So one Polychromos is £1.35 instead of £1.90, which is usually what it is for us in our art shops. In the UK, I think Prismacolors are £1.60, which I think is cheaper for people in the US. I think they're about $2 in the US. And Luminance are about £2.75, which is a really good deal. Pablos and Supracolors and things like that, I think they're slightly cheaper than £2.25. But I'd really encourage you to go and support this her service, because, you know, even though it's good to support your local art shops, especially, you know, because if you live near one, you're lucky to have it. But what I would say is that if you're in need of Prismacolors, then definitely go there. So on to the colouring chat now. So I'm going to be working in Romantic Country 2. And the buddy colour page that I'm doing with Lisa is this one. So you can see there's colour on here, but you can't really tell that it's there. And that's because I challenged us to do a base of pastel on most of the things, or I'm going to try most. I'm not sure if it will work very well just because some bits are very small, some areas, but I've based some things in pastel. What I'm going to do, guys, is what I always do, and I'm going to slant it to the side. Okay, so you should be able to see. And what I'm not going to do with this is zoom in or anything or tell you what I'm doing, because it doesn't really doesn't really matter too much because it's just pastel. But basically I've gone in some outlining on some things, and I'm going to continue with that. So the pastels I'm using are these Rembrandt pencils, pastel half sticks that my granny had, and then my mum had, now I've got. Some of them are broken and some of them aren't as pigmented as they used to be, but they're still great and I love using them. Another set that I have is the Mungio why do I keep saying pencils? Pastels. This is the 64 set, and even though there are different names of it on Amazon or wherever you go, the principle of the same colours are basically the same. So if you're getting a 64 set of pastels, it will probably look something like this. To actually apply these and use them, I'm using cotton pads, cotton balls and cotton buds, and then it's going to go out of the lines and things like that. So I've got a Derwent Battery Eraser, which is my preferred favourite, and the Perfection Rubber by Faber-Castell. So I have done most of the pastel that I'm planning to do, apart from some areas. So I don't know if you can see this. I mean, it's not too big of a deal because obviously it's not colouring. What I'm going to do is, you'll probably be able to see just in this, yeah. So I'm just rubbing off some of the colour and then applying it. So I'm going to go over with pencil after, probably not in this video. But you can see it's really easy to do, and the reason I thought this would be quite a good idea is because it takes out time from the colouring process, and it's a nice base. It's almost like you've put a watercolour wash down, or it's basically in replacement of, if you're colouring, some people, and this is what I usually do, I put a light base of colour, like with my lightest colour I put it down first, and this just saves time because you don't have to worry about making sure the pencil's even and things like that. So I think that it's quite a good idea, and I haven't really tested it before. I mean, I've experimented, but I haven't done a whole picture with it. So you're probably wondering where I've been. I know I have been making videos, but they've kind of been, I mean, this one that will go up will probably be a week apart from the flip through that I did. And the reason for that is because I had my piano exam yesterday, so it's the 17th today, Wednesday the 17th. And it was my grade 7 exam, which if you watched my vlog you will have heard one of my pieces, and I think it went well. I'm hoping for a merit or a distinction, but yeah, I think it went well. It was at 4:30, so it was quite a late one, but most of my time, especially for the last couple of weeks, has been taken up with that. I have still been doing the occasional video, but the vlog that I put up was prepared in advance, kind of. Well, I had to do all the editing and stuff, but I didn't have to do any more videoing. So it's really been a matter of prioritising, and unfortunately that meant that I couldn't do as many videos as I hoped. However, I'm breaking up on Friday, so in 2 days, I've got a half day on Friday, and I'm hoping to do many more videos. So I am going away, and I'm going to do a separate video about this. I'm going away on the 24th of July, and I'm going to America for 2.5 weeks and finishing off in Canada. So there are pros and cons to this. So obviously I'm going to be away, so I'm not going to be able to put videos up, and I'm not taking my computer or anything, so I won't be able to do that. So don't expect any videos for 2.5 weeks basically. However, it does mean that I will probably definitely have videos of hauls, because I am going to Michael's with well, if Auntie Lynn is watching this, then hello Auntie Lynn. But basically my mum knows them really well, my Auntie Lynn and Uncle Jim, and we are staying with them for the last partial bit of the holiday. So I'm going with her and I'm very excited. So I will be having a haul, because you can guarantee that, you know, you basically can't go into one of those places and not get things. And I've only ever been to Michael's once before with her, so I'm really excited about that. So that is going to be great. So I have got quite a few videos planned for the kind of week before I break up. So obviously I'm going before I go on holiday, and we're not very busy before the trip, so it should be possible to do quite a few videos if I can. So just seeing where else I want things to be. It's always tricky with pastel, because I'm definitely not going to do everything, because that would be very hard. Okay, let's go in with some blue. I'm kind of using the same sort of colours because I don't want to add too many more in, because I think that's always a bad idea, you know, overloading yourself with colours. But basically now that I've got this free time, I'll hopefully be able to do more videos. I do have something planned on Friday for my piano. So, as quite a few of you know, I teach piano, and we're doing a concert, so all of my pupils are performing at that, which will be really, really cool. They've worked really hard for it. We've been focusing on kind of 2 pieces each for them to play, and I'm looking forward to that. So even though I break up on the Friday, we figured it would be the best day to do it, so that's when we're doing it. And the other pro to me breaking up is obviously I will be able to get a lot more videos done after I've been on holiday, so that will be good. So what I'm doing here is just picking out areas that I'm going over the pastel with. So I'm going to America with my parents, my brother, and then when we come back, I think we've got about a week at home, and then me and Tom are going to stay with my grandma and granddad in Devon for a week, which will be really fun, because we went a couple of weekends ago, but we only stayed for 2 nights, and that was with my parents. Okay, I'm just thinking where else I want to go. Okay. I'm trying not to have to use the eraser or rubber, because it will be easier. Okay, now I've done that, I think I'm going to go in with a slightly darker pink. This is quite hard to suss out, you know, kind of what I'm going to do. Okay, let's go in with a cotton bud, and I've got a dark pink, oh dear, a dark pink Rembrandt one here. It's kind of a fuchsia colour. The only thing is because it's round, it's quite hard to pick up the colour easily from it. Okay. Oh, so this is quite dark, which is nice actually with the contrast. So what I'm going to do now is just go in with the rubber. So sorry, I'm jumping all around now with what I'm talking about. But basically, in America, we're starting in Disney, California, and then one day in Universal, and then we're travelling up. I don't know the full plan yet because it's kind of like a road trip thing. We're doing quite a lot of places, and then we're going to Canada for half a week. So I'm very excited because obviously tomorrow is my last full day at school. So basically what happens with us at a half day is our school's weird. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before, but we start at 9:15. Well, lessons at 9:15. We have to be there at 8:25. But then we finish at 2:25. So what it means for our half day is that we are going in as normal. We're doing the first 2 periods, and then which will run till 10:20, and then we will have a break, and then we have a fun period with our tutor, and then we have assembly, our celebrations assembly, and then we go home. So it's 12:15. So we miss lunch. We don't have lunch. Lunch would usually be at 12:15, but we don't have it. So we just get on the bus and we go home. And I can't tell you, I need this break so badly. I mean, there'll be no teaching for 6 weeks, you know, nothing like that. It'll just be a nice time to relax. Okay, so I think I've gone in everything that I want to do with pastel, and I know, Lisa, if you're watching this, I'm not going to do the whole picture in the pastel first, so please don't feel that you have to, because it's going to be a lot of work. Okay, I am going to go in and do the dress, and I need to get pink. Okay, there we go. Just going to get my sharpener. I don't know how long we've been going for. Oh, 18 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so because we've already got this base down, I'm hoping that this pink matches this pink quite well, which it does. So because we've done that, we can go straight in with our dark colour, which I think is very useful. So what I'm doing is just kind of outlining the darker areas. And I have to say, this probably, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, so it may not be my best colouring in the world, but I've also found that this paper is quite smooth, and I haven't done anything in this. This is my second copy of it, so I don't know if the paper's changed since I had my first copy. I'm pretty sure it hasn't. But I'm finding that it's quite smooth, and because I put the pastel down, it already kind of adds that layer, so it's slightly harder than I thought. But maybe it would be easier with a softer pencil, so it may just be these harder ones. So I'm using Faber-Castell Classic. But to me they feel a bit harder, but that's okay. So that's just simply going over. And then all I'm doing with this is feathering out the pink. I'm also finding that it's quite hard to blend. We will see. I obviously haven't tried to blend two colours into each other yet, but let's try that now. Oh no, okay, that's absolutely fine. Obviously having this layer makes it easier already, which is really great. So I'm interested to see how both of our pages turned out, and I asked Lisa if it would be okay to properly start the colour along today. And I mean, I started doing this pastel a couple of days ago because I had a spare moment, but I'm properly kind of starting it today, so I hope I have it done before we go away. That's my aim. One other thing I was wondering was, because I have all of this free time, I would be open to doing more buddy colours. Now, with the buddy colour system, for me, this is just for me, I am not going to buy specific books to just do the buddy colour in. If it's a book that I have, then I will do it, but mainly the books that I'm aiming to do pages in, like quite a few pages in, are The Flower Year, Fantastic Zoo, and Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten, or World of Flowers. So if you would like to do, or Dream Reese, or 100 Hugs, so if you want to do a buddy colour in the books that I would go, you know, the books that I was going to colour in anyway, then do feel free to get in touch. I'll be open to doing them basically until September. So my email is always in the description, so please feel free to email me. Of course, don't feel that you have to, because it's sometimes nice for me as well to be able to colour things that I want to do, rather than always feeling pressured. But I think it's nice once in a while to do some. Doing the other side now. And this has worked quite well. There isn't too much indentation on the next page either. I think I will try to use softer pencils as much as I can, and we did say that we're going to use any pencils. It feels weird already having this layer down, but at the same time it does make it quicker. And I'm not sure if I would do this normally in any of my other books, but it may be something that I do in here. Because I got this book fairly recently. I wouldn't say really, really recently, but kind of. Another video that I want to do is a Christmas in July video, so I've got a whip in both Fantastic Zoo and Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten, the Rita Berman one. So I might do a Christmas in July video. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish by going over. And you can see with this that I don't well, you probably can't see actually, but I don't even have to use a blending pencil, which is fantastic. The only reason this is lighter than this is because it's the smallest space. Although what I'm going to try and do now is just rub away some of that pastel, which is working quite well. So I'm basically being able to rub away any bit that I want. And I'm just using my rubber kind of lightly. Like that. So I think I'm going to leave those pink bits and just move on to smaller. Oh gosh, just got it on her skin. So I did use a pastel for the base of her skin, but I'm not sure how that will turn out. So let's see if this works. So I'm just, obviously these are smaller areas, so it's slightly harder. So I'm really excited that I've got this time now to do more videos and colour more as well. So you can be expecting more videos from me, which will be fun. I need to think of some more ideas for things though. Because I don't want to keep seeing, well, having said that, if you have any suggestions for videos that you would like to see, or videos that you know are popular on my channel, obviously right, that's a good point actually. I can't do my completed pages this month because I'm away over the time that July finishes. So I'll do a combined July and August video. So that's one thing I forgot to mention. But I will be doing that. Oh, I have these blues here, I'll just use them. But yeah, if there are any videos that you would like to see or that you would like me to do again, then please let me know, because that will be very helpful. Okay, so I'm just going in now with these pencils, which are very handy, and they are ready on my desk. I think I'm going to go over these in probably Wink of Stella or a new Jelly Roll glaze that I got. Just wanted to mention thank you for over 450 subscribers. We are close to 500. Really appreciate it. And also for almost 1,000 views on my first video, which was my completed flip through of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I know for some people that may not seem a lot, but for me it is, and I can't believe it, to be honest. So I can't guarantee when I'll finish this picture, but I'm not too busy over the next couple of days, so I hope that I will be able to complete it soon. So yes, I'm very sorry, Lisa, even though I will have mine finished, I have to wait until the August upload of my completed pages, because I'm not going to be able to do a July one. And by the time I get back, I know I could just do July pictures, but I think in a way it will be easier to just stick to oh my gosh, I've lost my words. Just stick to doing the July and August combined. Okay, let me just grab a pencil. So I'm mostly using light pastel colours here, because as most people know, it's my thing. And she's a fairy, so I'm going to make it nice and pastel-y. And seeing as I've used pastels, that'll work even better. So I'm probably going to go over this with a line of white gel pen too, just because it's quite dark. Okay, so I'm basically done with that. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find my purple, and then I think we will stop it there. Okay, so I'm going to use a colour that I haven't used in a while, which may come as a surprise because I love purple, but I'd never really use the Parma Violet from Prismacolor. Don't know why, I just don't. So I'm going to use this and the Lilac from Holbein and see how that works on these strips. And I know some people would take a lot more care when they're blending these together, but my view is, well, because I have this base, it actually saves me from needing to be too careful, which is handy. Oh, I'm not a big fan of this Parma Violet. I knew there was a reason why. I never usually use it. Okay, let me try rubbing that out. We're still going to use a similar colour, but just not the Parma Violet. So I'm just going to go in and fix that and add a bit more pastel. Pastel again. Oh gosh, that looks a bit mucky. You can't really see anyway, but... Okay, so I'm going in lightly with the Imperial Violet, I believe. Okay, that's better. I much prefer that. And so what I'm doing with this instead is just going really lightly. Just missed a bit of pink there. So what I'm doing to blend these two colours together is I'm carefully circling this lilac over the Imperial Violet and then just lightly bringing that out. Okay, I do like that now. Again, I'm going lightly. This pencil is quite short now. I'm not really sure why I'm still using it, but it's fine. So I'm calling this experiment a success because it has made my job colouring this. That's not job, why am I saying that? It's my time colouring in this a lot faster. I would not have almost coloured the whole of this fairy if I hadn't have put that down, or I would have, but it obviously would have taken me longer. So I'm really happy with the pastel, and you can't even tell the pastel's there after you've used it, so I'm pleased with this. The only thing I might do with, just because I'm using a Holbein and it's slightly more waxy, I might not cover up lines as well. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to finish it there. Hey! So, sorry, I've got to go now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, please go to the Colour Pencil shop. Give me any suggestions for videos and I will see you in the next one. Bye!